in the classroom. This week, since we're not going to be meeting face to face, what I'm doing here is going to give you this little flipped video where I'll show you some process, just give you a few details, and show you where all the information's at for you to complete and be able to have a successful week, and we'll be able to give you credit towards this week's assignment. So let's start things off here at the class wiki. We're going to go to week 6. Once you're over at week 6, you're going to find some basic objectives, goals that we've had. But what I want you to keep in mind here are the essential question. What information would you use? What criteria would you use to evaluate students? What explanation do you have for students learning? Well, the reason I put these questions out there is this week you're going to learn how to use the Google Forms, or what we actually kind of say Google Apps for Education. This is like Google Documents, Google Presentation, Google Spreadsheet, Google Forms. So we're just going to focus on just one aspect of it, and is creating the forms or surveys. If you think back to week 1 when I asked those 5 questions about what would you be interested in, and we kind of used that to collect your input and develop what we were going to do, one of the things you chose was how to create surveys and self-grading quizzes. Well, in your completions this week, what you're going to do is take this little brief survey. This is just a simple self-grading quiz that I've put in to you for you to complete. And what I did was I watched this video right here to create this form. Now you don't have to do this. This is for you to be out there. What you will be creating is a survey to put in a blog post asking people to answer questions that you and provide you advice, provide you feedback, suggestions. Those questions you need to think about, and I'll show you here again in a little bit, needs to be something that you want to ask teachers about your area of focus. Elementary teacher, American history teacher, a drama debate theater teacher. Think of questions out there that you may have that you want to ask other teachers. Whether it's advice, or how to handle situations, or where do I go find lesson plans. Those kind of questions that you would have. Kind of keep it short, give them some multiple choice, mix it up a little. This one here is also called Flubaroo. This is another video that would do a self-grading quiz, but this is just for some advanced things if you see a little future interest in it, and we can maybe do these at another point in class so you could really experience it. So again, the first thing you're going to do is complete this survey. Once you complete it, you should get an email back with the proper information, and again, that just gives you an example of a self-grading quiz. So to complete the rest of your own creation, you're going to go ahead and click down here where it says review the blog post. To teach is to learn, and learn is to teach. This is a blog post that I have done to actually model what you're going to be doing for this week's activity. So when we do this, it's going to open up. You will be able to kind of look through it. Now you'll see that I've put a title up there that'll catch somebody's attention. In the first paragraph, I kind of talk about how I'm going to use this survey, how I plan on using it in class. So it gives the reader an idea of why they are being asked these questions and how you're going to use the information they give you in there. So once you kind of read through there, you're going to watch this video here. As you see, it's a 22-minute video. Seems kind of long, but it shows you the entire process of creating your survey and exactly how to embed it into the blog post, just as you see right here. So that's what you're going to really focus on this week. Now, what I have touched on here, these you don't have to include. I have put them here As it says here, remove this check mark. The reason is when you go to embed your video, or excuse me, your Google form, if you have these check marked, people will not see your form. Therefore, how are you going to get them to complete your survey and give you that feedback information you need? So make sure as they get into the video, they'll talk about it, and the first thing you'll see when you go into your forms in Google Apps is these boxes. Make sure you remove that one, and it'll be shown in the video. And then again here, if you want to see allow the person that contributed their feedback what they gave you as feedback, you can check mark this top one, or just leave it unchecked and it keeps all information secure to where they don't see any of it. So really what you'll end up doing is having again a paragraph here that kind of gets their interest, explains what you're doing, why you're taking or asking for these questions, and then right below those couple paragraphs is going to be your actual survey, and this is the survey that you will see being made in the video here. I have embedded here so you can kind of see that. Now you don't have to complete this one, okay? This just shows you what it looks like once again from when you complete it or what's completed in the video. So you ask, okay, what's my user information? How do I get to the Google Apps to create this form? Well, here's how you do this. You're going to be on the wiki page, obviously week 6. So what you're going to do is go click on home, and this is going to take you back to our interactive bulletin board. Well, in that interactive bulletin board that is made through Glogster, you're going to come right here to the little graduate head. The graduate is our Google Apps for Education link. So click on there. You'll notice the login window here on the left hand side. Well, I'm going to take Eric or log in as Eric to demonstrate to to everybody. You are going to use the first part of your email address because you'll notice the @sterling.edu is already provided. So whatever precedes the @ sign is what you put up here, and then the password is going to be the same as for everybody. And then the password is educators. Once again, as educators with a capital E. So once you type in the password, click sign in, and there you go. Here's the whole Google Apps. What you will first do is click on create and go to Google Form. And then again, all of this is being shown to you back here on week 6. And then down here at the bottom, after you've kind of completed this form, looked through these videos, here's more resources for different types of sites you could use for taking quizzes. But again, this blog post that has the video right here will walk you through the entire process of creating the form right here, and then how to get it in the blog post just like this one. If you have questions, please don't hesitate to contact me through email, and I'll get back with you as soon as I can. Good luck. Have a great week.